Sharkie game here. In this video I'll be showing you the PS Flight Force Pro. Now this is made by Interact for the PlayStation 1. It's basically a HOTAS system. And for those of you who don't know what a HOTAS system is, that stands for Hand on Throttle and Stick. So basically it's a flight control system for mainly combat sims, so like Ace Combat and basically flight combat games like that. But anyway, let's take a closer look at the box first off. So you can see the window, it shows the controller itself, and it sort of like shows the dash of like a plane there. It shows all the instruments and stuff like that in the background, which is pretty cool. And the main title down the bottom, PS Flight Force Pro, Programmable Analog Control System for use with the PlayStation game console. On the side here, it shows a bit more information. Interact game products. 4 modes of operation. Choose the best type of control for any game. Separate joystick and throttle for two-handed control. 15 programmable fire buttons. Auto fire function. 4 analog axes. Ergonomic hand grip. Durable metal joystick, shaft and base. The ultimate control system for the PlayStation. So that was the front. Top is sort of the same, just says Flight Force. On the sides, it's just got the same information I just read to you, just in different languages. Yep, same with the other side, it's just a different language. On the back, it sort of gives you a bit of a look at the controller itself from sort of a side perspective. And it says there, PlayStation game console, PS Flight Force Pro again. And it says at the side there, the PS Flight Force Pro is the only control system you will ever need. With 4 specialized modes of play, it's a perfect setting for any type of game, from fast action flight simulators to quick reflex shooters. Smooth action joystick control, programmable buttons for complicated combination moves, and auto fire function give you the edge. The PS Flight Force Pro will make you a power player. And then it's got a picture of basically the joystick there. It says auto fire and button relocation functions, 4 analog axes, ergonomic hand grip, 15 programmable fire buttons, separate joystick and throttle for two-handed control, durable metal joystick and shaft and base, extra long cord, 4 modes of operation. Choose the best type of control for any game. The ultimate control system for PlayStation. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this up and pull out the controller and give you a bit of a closer look at what it looks like. Okay. So in front of me here is the little bit of an instruction manual that comes with it. It's just sort of got just about the mode. Give you a quick summary here. Shows also a bit about the buttons and everything like that there. Mode 1. In this mode, the PS Flight Force Pro functions as an analog joystick. This mode is a program mode. All the buttons can be reassigned to any desirable fire button. The 4 axes, however, are fixed. Basically, it just means that it is mainly an analog joystick for Mode 1. Mode 2. In this mode, the PS Flight Force Pro simulates a traditional paddle controller for the PlayStation. So, basically, like a paddle controller, and it's also programmable. Mode 3. In this mode, the PS Flight Force Pro simulates a Namco controller pad. All the buttons and axes are in mode of fixed and not programmable. The 4 Namco axes are maps into the 4 axes of the PS Flight Force Pro. So basically it just acts as an Namco. And it says here, Mode 4. This mode is a reference mode which provides instant game playing and reference model for the programmable functions in other modes. So basically it's just a standard predefined thing. And of course it goes a bit about programming it, how to set it up, and it's all in different languages as well, so it's multiple type thing. So, as you can see, this is what you pull out, and it's in a styrofoam base. I've got a bit of plastic behind here. I'm just going to pull this out now. And it has these little twisty ties, which I didn't bother to put back on, but yeah. And as a close-up of that cool background that we saw before, with like the dash and everything. That's that part. Let's put this aside. Okay, so we'll just pull these out here and get a closer look at them. Okay, and by the way, I just was pulling out the bit of a base here. It's just like a solid plastic base that sits in the bottom of the styrofoam. This basically acts in case you don't have a surface to put on that you can stick those huge suction cups to. You put this down and you can stick them to it like so. Just gives you sort of a sturdy base to have them stuck onto. So as you can see, it has a standard PlayStation plug here, and it's quite a long cord, so you can have more than enough space to, you know, go from your PlayStation. So these are two functions. This here is your throttle. As you can see, you can move it back and forth. Really smooth, nice to handle. Let's pull this off here. Give you a bit of a look. On the top here, you've got your auto fire. And up here, you've got program, so that's off and on, depending on what you have. On here, you've got R1 and R2. Here's what's that, diamond button, L2, L1. This is like a D-pad almost. You've got two buttons here, which again are like the programmable buttons. And of course, that's your throttle. The joystick part of it is just like a standard joystick. You can move it around. You got your O and X button, circle and square. Sorry, circle and square, circle and X. You got like a triangle button on either side. Depends what hand you want to use. Basically, here's another little like D-pad almost type button type thing. You've got your main fire trigger there. So basically you can have it down, it can be firing and moving, and of course this is your throttle. Now your hand fits on this really nicely. Your fingers reach all the buttons, so it all just blends in quite nicely. Everything's quite easy to reach. That's alright. I find this the way to reach the top bit here is a bit of a stretch with my thumb, and the other to still fire. But you can still do it. It's still fairly comfortable. There. But yeah, overall it looks pretty cool. It works pretty well as well in like games like Ace Combat, so it's a good HOTAS system for that. And I mean, it's for PlayStation 1. Just the fact that it is for PlayStation 1 and the way it looks just makes it look epic. It is really a cool controller. It works well in flight games. It does what it's meant to, and of course it makes it more realistic playing a combat flight game with this rather than just a standard gamepad. It makes it much more realistic and I must admit much more enjoyable to actually fly with like a joystick and a throttle. It makes you feel like you're more in the game and yeah, part of the action. So if you have a PlayStation 1 and you like playing flight games like Ace Combat, any kind of flight combat game or anything like that, then this is definitely something for you. You can use it for other games, but it's specifically designed for a flight stick. But the option is there if you want to use it for something else. I see no reason why you wouldn't be able to use it for like some certain mech games. Probably would work quite well with it. I haven't tried that myself, but I would say it would work quite well. But yeah, overall it's an excellent controller. It works really well, and you can actually pick these up for really cheap. You're talking like $20, $30, something like that, if you find them. They're not hugely rare. They do come up now and again. Well, I would say they're uncommon because you don't always find them all the time. But anyway, they look awesome. They function really well. They do what they're meant to do, and that's being an awesome flight control system. But yeah, that's about all I can say about them. Thanks guys for watching. Sharkie Gamer. I'll have heaps more videos up shortly. If you like this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until the next video.